the vast majority of your returns come from the pick and your entry price, right? For
Sure.
obvious reasons. So in the pick is also what the transaction looks like. I think that's where the vast majority of returns comes from. If you do systematically good and disciplined work across a portfolio of companies, you can probably shift the risk on that portfolio by a little bit. So you're kind of bending the curve a little bit on your portfolio as a whole. It's somewhat difficult to determine whether if you did nothing at all
What the
or
difference
if you
is?
did great work, what the difference is. On occasion, you're gonna have a massive amount of difference. Rarely, and if you're good at your stuff. So when I went out to recruit Scott Knoll, the CEO at Integral Ad Science, because our original founder got cancer. The person we groomed to become CEO felt it was too risky and left last minute. Our head of sales turned out to have a drinking problem. It was like a meltdown. And I went out and interviewed 14 people, and I flew back and forth to New York a whole bunch of times. And then the first person I met, which was Scott, like couldn't quite get there on first meeting, and then we kept interviewing all these other high-powered New York executives. And I remember going back to Scott and going, "There's something about this guy because he's very understated. There's something about this guy that I think will serve us well." And then, quote unquote, having to sell it to my co-investors
Mm.
because he didn't fit the classic super charismatic thing. And that was a $4.5 billion company. So had I not been there, like how much of an impact did I personally have on the outcome? I think there's something to be said for that.